So when people ask me what I do as a personal branding expert, I always say that I've been for years, of course, with the marketing and branding for the companies, but I apply exactly the same strategies that you would use for product branding for people. And I have a story that explains exactly the scale of personal branding expert work, right? Those of you that heard the story, let the others have some fun. And you know the story. There was a girl, pretty, smart, real diamond. She just didn't have many opportunities because she was spending most of her time in the kitchen. Her name was Cinderella. Anyone heard about Cinderella? Right. Now feel the drama of that girl, right? Beautiful and smart, no opportunities, and no supportive family. Are you with me on that? Right? Not many chances. But she had a dream, right? Not the nightmare. She had a dream. She had a vision. She wanted to be something, right? And all of a sudden the opportunity came. There was an announcement. A prince was looking for second half. A beautiful lady that he can spend the life with. And Cinderella was like, that's my chance. And I'm sure sometimes you feel like, there's this opportunity, I'm in it. But then, the reality is, well, she didn't really have much chances of getting there for various reasons, right? No money, no possibility of getting dressed, etc. It's probably similar to you. You see opportunities, but you think, I'm not ready, I'm not prepared, I'm missing a few things. And all the people around were getting ready for a ball. Her two sisters were shopping and getting, all dolled up. And she was still sitting in the kitchen. She was missing on all those opportunities because she was so focused on the fact she doesn't have the means to change her position. And when the sisters went to the ball, something happened. Someone came to rescue. Help me with the story. Who was that?
Fairy godmother.
Fairy godmother. Or as I like to see that person, and call it a personal branding expert. Now, I'm glad you're laughing, because now you will have to tell me with the story. So what she did, first thing to Cinderella, she gave her a dress. So first thing she did was the image, the appearance, right? You have to look properly. And then she used her magic to turn a pumpkin into the carriage that took her to the party. And first thing that we know from the story is that Cinderella went to that party looking stunning. And she created the first impression. It's important. I don't like using the word party in that case. I prefer a networking event. So she was dressed appropriately for the networking event, right? She looked stunning to create the first impression, and I tell you something, all eyes were on her. But the most importantly, she grabbed the attention of the VIP or the decision maker. You want to talk to the right people. You already made all this effort to look good, show up, right? Create that remarkable impression, talk to the right people. Now here's the problem. The story doesn't say what those two are talking about when dancing. But we can imagine the dance takes 3, 4, 5 minutes. And I will pick on Britta now, because I remember her last workshop. And I will tell you something, if you messed up. That 3, 5 minutes, it was probably the best, by the way, elevator pitch ever. So be ready to have your statement, your
pressure.
pitch, or go to some Britta for a workshop. Right? Dress up, show up, make an impression, talk to the right people, know what you want to say. Sell yourself. That's why we did the introduction. Next, it was time to go home. Because we know in the story, 12 o'clock, Cinderella had to go.
Mark.
No, she didn't leave the mark. No, what did she leave? Her business card. Her business card, right. If you go to the networking event, make sure you leave something behind. You can exchange telephone numbers. You can leave your business card. Connect on LinkedIn. How easy is that? Make sure that those people, when you talk to them, will know how to find you. And she was so impressive, and her pitch was so great. The prince completely lost his mind, and he wanted to find her, and he did everything to find her. Because if you are really good, you make that impression, you create in split seconds a positive feeling. People want to do business with you. They want to follow up. They want to meet. Extremely important. And he found her. And we know that the story goes, they got married, they lived happily ever after. And that's probably what you can do with good relationships with people, both in personal and business situation. So that was the story about Cinderella. And we are back to the first impression. Because it's a very important part of communicating your branding. And in the past, first